Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher Circus. Today we have a very epic match against Mr. D. So, it looks like Mr. D is actually running the triple riposte comp. So we see a man-at-arms with shield spike, we see the Abomination with that spike chain, the Sireman with his trusty parrying dagger. And I'm gonna be playing something that looks kind of, not too out of fashion, but it's actually very out of fashion. So I am playing one of the oldest teams that I actually know from the Butcher Circus. This was played way back, like over 2 years ago, in the first tournament that I ever participated in, and it was played by someone called the Lich. So I'm not sure if he's still around, I'm not sure if he still watches my videos, but basically I played against this exact team with this exact setup. I played against it, it was the final match of our best of 3, and it was an epic match. It came down to the final 1v1 between, I think, an Arbalist and the enemy Arbalist too. I think I had the Goliath comp, and he had this exact team, so it was really fun. And you can definitely see how outdated the team is. I mean, no one runs Flashult with Hemlock and Finisher these days, but it is still looking pretty good. The Jester has Crushed Hemlock and Finisher, so he has a really aggressive setup as well. And the Man-at-Arms has the Riposte with Shield Spike, also has Command for the accuracy buffs, I guess, in case Battle Ballad isn't enough. I think this is just going to be a move forward turn here. So we're just gonna do that, and the Arbalist is gonna have the Piercing Quarrel and the Exotic Snuff, so this is something that people took a lot back then. Piercing Quarrel, Exotic Snuff. Even if you were playing Mark Arbalist, people would still bring Piercing Quarrel, Exotic Snuff, because they just didn't like getting pulled. Even though Ball is an awesome build, and even though you can move back twice, it's just like, no, I'm not getting pulled. And yeah, there you go. Well, I'm just gonna do a sniper shot here, and yeah, having Piercing Quarrel is definitely great. And considering you already have 2 finishers, then you don't really need to go finish on the Arbalist, so you can kind of get away with Exotic Snuff, and the -4 accuracy doesn't really matter when you have Battle Ballad and the possibility of Command, so you have both big boy accuracy buffing characters in your team. So there is going to be a rejuvenation there. I kind of don't want to go Rain of Stars, because then I won't have access to my heal. What do I want to do then? I'm thinking a Bellow into a Harvest would be pretty nice here, but there's probably going to be a Riposte before that happens. So that means that if there is a Riposte, I'll Dirk Stab the Abomination instead. Oh no, there's actually going to be a Vendetta first. Yeah, well, the Harvest, I'm still gonna go for the Harvest, though it's probably not a very good idea. This could go really wrong, but hopefully he could miss, he could miss. Let's see, does he miss? No, he doesn't, but he gets pretty much a min-roll, so it's okay. And we apply a lot of bleed and a lot of blight with this Harvest, which is nice. Having that Crushed Hemlock is really good. Not having Monkey's Paw sucks, it absolutely sucks, but Crushed Hemlock and Finisher, this is so aggressive. It is really fun to see how other people play and how other people played, because this is a blast from the past. This was from over 2 years ago, and I'm playing with this exact team. I remember that the Veteran's Gauntlet actually costs a daze on the character that you go Retribution on, and the Lich almost dazed my Crusader, like close to the end of the match. And if my Crusader had been dazed, essentially what would happen is that I would not have access to my healing action. Not having access to my healing action, one of my important characters would have died. I think the Arbalist would have died. The Arbalist and her double death blow with the bolo, it was very valuable. And with the Arbalist dead, I would have pretty much lost the match. But since the daze didn't go through onto my Crusader, I was able to save the Arbalist, or maybe it was Jester, I honestly can't remember, it was way too long ago. But I was able to save that character, and that's what mattered. So I do get to go first next round, which is pretty good. I could just drop a sniper shot here, and I will. I'm not too scared of the Riposte. Even if it crits, it would be at death's door, and with a damage debuff on top. So even with Shield Spike, when you have 5% protection, I mean, even with a crit, it's only 9, so you have to kind of figure out how powerful the Riposte is going to be before you actually go for it. So there's going to be a Manacles here. Crit 13, wow. Yeah, even with the Velo debuff, he's getting a lot of crits. He got 2 crits already, goddamn. Well, sadly I don't have access to redeem here, so I'm going to have to go for an Arbalist heal, but it's not the end of the world. A very aggressive person would just call Punish on the Man-at-Arms, like immediately. Just take him out with the Punish. Instead of having a redeem, instead of having You're exsanguinate when you get dropped to 0, instead of going for the heal, you just go like bam. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. I might actually have to go for it, believe it or not. Yeah. I might actually have to go for this 50-50. I could also go for a guard here, but against Festering Vapors it's not too smart. I could Retribution, and if it doesn't get the death blow, I'll get Rain of Stars, and then it's very likely a death blow. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go for the 25, we don't get it. And he doesn't get dazed, which is kind of sad, because now he can do his final action. But yeah, I mean, your daze chance is pretty terrible. On melee attack, hit daze is only a 50, and you get plus 20 from the Veteran's Gauntlet, so you have a 70, and 70 against 70 is actually 0. So yeah, it's not too great of a daze, to put it that way. You could have the Rampart, and then you would be very likely to daze, but Rampart is a really bad ability. It's a really bad ability. Repulsed Man-at-Arms is fine, you know, he's a fine character. But with Rampart, it sucks, because you want to compare Rampart to Stunning Blow, and you see that Rampart does less damage, and it does knockback, and it causes a daze rather than a stun, and doing less damage. And it's on the Man-at-Arms, it's not a Crusader that can heal other characters and do stuff like that. It's really not very good of an ability, I'll say. But getting the daze from the Retribution is quite nice. So that's going to be a 14, not quite enough to drop us to Death's Door. Maybe I would have preferred being dropped to Death's Door here, because I would have healed the other characters, and now I could have gone for something funny. But that's okay too. I think I'm just gonna... I don't think I'm having too much of a good time here, because I didn't manage to get a finale off. Yeah, there wasn't really too many ways for me to save my Jester, because this Flagellant doesn't have Reclaim. This Man-at-Arms guarding won't really change too much, because there was still Festering Vapors, and actually there wasn't Crepe Shot, but there was Festering Vapors, so could have gone on the death blow anyway. And yeah, we do actually resist the stun because of the Exotic Snuff. Well, Exotic Snuff does have that. It also gives you stun resistance on your character in position 4, which can be very, very good at the end of the match, and you can see it right there. Well, do I want a Sniper Shot into this? There's a decent amount of damage. I mean, I have to do damage some way. Yeah, that definitely helps. I'm gonna say I'm getting a little bit unlucky with the DOTs, because I've failed a few Blights, I've failed a few Bleeds, and that's not too great for us. This is kind of the problem with running Hemlock, is that you already have abilities that bleed. Wouldn't you rather take Bleed chance than just taking the Blight? You know, I'd rather just get the Bleed and be a little bit more of a confirmed chance than roll for the Bleed, like gamble, and then also have the Blight on top. If you want to run both, then sure, that's ultra aggressive, but it's not terrible. But yeah. I could Exsangue here, it would definitely hurt a bit, or I could redeem. I'm gonna redeem to keep the Arbalest alive. Sadly, I don't really redeem for very much. I'm also getting close to Afflicted, because I don't think the Lich even had Gauntlet of Absolution at that point. It's not like it was a decision not to go Gauntlet of Absolution, which is, you know, what everyone runs now. But yeah, I don't think he even had the Gauntlet, so he just had to bring in an aggressive setup, which, you know, here it is. I think I'm gonna go for... oh, there's too much regen on that. Well, that's not the end of the world. But yeah, I don't have a Punish Bleed on him, which really sucks. I didn't get quite enough DOT. Antigorn is still chilling in the backline. I'm gonna go for a little bit of an aggressive play here. I'm gonna go for a Sniper Shot, which is gonna eat a Riposte. I was hoping that at this door it wouldn't hurt that much, but, you know, crits. Vendetta and Parrying Dagger does tend to crit a lot with that. But now he's gonna regen, and then we're gonna be able to Retribution him and then get the Death Bow with a Punish, or something like that. Unless he goes Duelist Advance and does 8 damage, which he very probably likely will, and yeah, there goes the 8 damage. Oh, Gauntlet, how much I miss you. Oh, how I miss you, little Gauntlet. I did 1 damage? You're kidding me. Yes, 20 prod. How did I do 1 damage? You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, that is so terrible. I really did 1 damage there. You know, that's doubly bad because, well, not only is he not getting dazed, he didn't even get dazed, by the way. Yeah, dazed chance is at 20. Not only did he not get dazed, he's also not at Death's Door, so now I don't have a 50-50 for a death blow on him. Yeah. That sucks a lot. Well, 35% chance of me dying. I kind of have to be greedy here. I'm gonna go for this. Oh, I stay alive. Oh, no, I don't get the bleed. Oh, this game. Oh, this damn game. Yeah, you can see how outdated this team is. You know, it's just failing in a lot of things. It really is failing a lot of things here. Having this days is definitely pretty funny, but it would be better if the days chance wasn't just base 50. If it was like base 80, and then with retribution you'd make it go up to 100, like, yeah, that would be nice. But not having that, man, it sucks. And I dazed myself with that too, so yeah, there's that. I could pull into this, but it would be a little bit suicidal, so instead I'm gonna go for a Retribution. I take 4 damage. Retribution does hit pretty hard with that crit, but it does not get the death blow, so yeah. Tarman is gonna stay alive here with that regen. Goddamn regen from this Tears of the Lost. Yeah, it is a pretty nice trinket. So, you know, is it fun taking teams from the past and just giving them a try? Yeah, it definitely is. It was definitely a really good match against the Goliath comp, but now I can see, like, with hindsight and 2 years into the future, I can see that maybe the team wasn't as scary as I remembered it to be, you know? Maybe I can see that, but it's definitely still a pretty darn scary. It was a really close match. It was a really, really close match. So there is a pass from my Arbalist, so I don't get the 40% chance death, but Mr. D was absolutely throwing, not going for the Hyman action first there. So yeah, I will not get the death blow just yet, but after the Blight, maybe I have a chance. But she's probably gonna go Regen, so I don't think I'm gonna have the chance to do that. So there's a crit 29. No point going for a heal right now, I can't even heal, I have minus 100% healing skills, so instead, I'm just gonna drop a Rain of Sorrows on her. That's a crit for 7 though, that is really good. She's dropping down to 0 now. We could be able to kill her here, unless she goes for either Take Cover / Shadow Fade. Oh, she's going aggressive. Oh boy, she is going aggressive. Now I guess we're gonna roll for the Deathblow chance. I mean, you gotta go for it, right? You have the finisher here on your Flagellant. She's already down 1 Death Sword check. Finisher, please don't. Is that a move forward? Yes, it is. Good. That's fine. Oh, come on, 65. Flagellant with finisher. You're not paying off. You're really not paying off here. At least he's hitting quite well, but it's not a death blow. Yeah, this is rough. If my Man at Arms had more HP, if I'm able to survive like this death blow right now, which is very unlikely, if I'm able to survive it, I'll be able to maybe heal the Flagellant, drop a big redeem or something, and just save myself. Come on, Snuff. No. I only get Snuff once. I'm just going to pass here, right? I think this is a pass turn. Or it could be a guard turn. You know what? This is a guard turn. Yeah. This is 100% a guard turn. I'm gonna guard this Flagellant and hope that he lives somehow. Maybe with the protection she's gonna do 0 damage. You never know. There's always a chance. Oh, she's actually gonna go Rejuvenation so the Harman doesn't drop down to 0. Well, she might still die. I get to go first by the start of next round, and now the Flagellant is most definitely alive. So there's gonna be Duelist Advance here. Doesn't get the death blow either. And the Flagellant is alive and he can go for the death blow. Am I gonna go for the death blow? Yes. He doesn't have any transformations. Oh no! Oh, okay, that's stress. Okay, it's not the GG for the Flagellant just yet. Yeah, he would almost guarantee oof himself right now, so I did not want that to happen. He's gonna go for the V-Smile. It's probably gonna hurt. Okay, it gets 1 death blow. At least it's only 1. And I do want to keep up my riposte here, but I don't want to hit into either of those ripostes. And oh no, there's point blank shots. Yeah, we're done. Maybe we can survive, but we have to be really lucky here if we want to survive that point blank shot. I mean really lucky. That's extra 30% death blow chance. Come on, MAA. Oh, he survived! No way! You're kidding me. You are kidding me. We got a redeem value now. Come on, Flagellant, don't let me down. Give me that redeem. Give me 2 crits. If this was Gauntlet of Absolution, and like if these were the normal setups, win. GG. Like there's no way Mr. D would win right now. The regen and the heals are going away eventually. Like this would be easy. But considering that, you know, it's not easy, Considering that I have a Flagella without Gauntlet of Absolution, my heals aren't quite as nasty, so this is gonna be a little bit more difficult. Am I gonna go for a Bellow here? I might get an Affliction, and Affliction could matter here, yeah, so I'm gonna do that. There's really no point going for anything else. Oh, I let go of the guard, actually. No, I forgot. I forgot the guard could have been, would be gone. That actually wasn't too smart of me. That was not too smart of you, Shepherd Doggy. Moves forward. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's actually pretty good here. That means that I might be able to save the Flagellant then, because there won't be a point-blank shot. Yeah, that's actually awesome. Good job. I'm gonna go for a Retribution here then, because I can stress him out that way. I don't get the daze, but it's not the end of the world. He's still gonna regen, but now he's afflicted. Oh, he goes masochistic. Nice. He does go masochistic with that. Yeah, huge misplay by me not going for the defender. I kind of forgot that it would run out there. There's gonna be a Wicked Slice here. Yeah, no. Flagellant is gonna die now. It's mostly to my mistake. I think I kind of threw this one. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I threw. He hits himself at this store though. Maybe I can survive, you know, maybe I can survive. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, I threw pretty hard here, but now I can go for... I can still win. I can definitely still win. I can go for a riposte here. If I get the immediate 25, then I could have won. But now it's going to be a little more difficult. He's going to reach, and then he has Absolution. It's GG. I could have won if I didn't throw the Flagellant under the bus. Yeah, I forgot that Defender would only last that long. I don't know. The match was moving along way too fast for me. He's actually going to move back here. Why? I'm confused. He's going to move back in Absolution. Great Heal Absolution. Yes, my favorite. My absolute utmost favorite. Now I'm gonna Bellow. I'm gonna keep trying, you know. There's an Affliction, there's always a chance. And maybe there's a second Affliction inbound. And I do still have my riposte up. I'm the Porcupine Man-at-Arms right now. I have Last Hero Standing and Shield Spike. Please resist the stun. Please resist, please resist. No! My stun! I mean, not my stun resist! Where is it? Goddamn spike chain. So annoying. I hate stuns so much. Yeah. Now here comes the Wicked Slice. Crit 18 and I'm not gone, but I'm essentially gone here. So yeah. GG's to Mr. D. It was a really close match between two teams that are really, really off par. I mean, not off par, they're sub-meta. I was trying to say, like, off-meta and sub-par at the same time. And yeah, that's what it turned out to. So GG to Mr. D, I will not be able to take this one, but it was a pretty close match regardless, so let's move on maybe to a match number 2 at this, see how it does against something a little bit different. Alright, and here we go, on to a match number 2, and I was talking about the Goliath comp, so here it is, the matchup that I had against Mr. The Lich, not Mr. D, yeah, and I do believe I also got to go first, so there's gonna be the immediate battle ballot. I would do a refight of the match that we actually had, but I can't recall, you know, every single ability that went down, and I did have Double Sun Crusader. Actually, I probably didn't. I probably had Writ of Execution. Everyone ran Sacred Blade Writ of Execution back then, and I'm pretty sure my Arbalist had Medic's Full Plate and the Piercing Coil, because that's what Goliath ran back in the day. So that's what people that ran the Goliath comp also ran. We just copied his team and just used it ourselves because it was a pretty nice team. Yeah, I mean, you have Arbals, you have Crusader, you have Leper for the big damages, and you have a Chester to just have a lot of fun with all of them. It's a really, really good thing. So we are gonna get stunned here, which is very uncool. And I think the game plan is to drop Bellows. I don't think this is what the Lich actually did back in the day, but I think this is what I'm gonna do, because if I drop Bellows, I can kind of reduce the damage of every single character on the opponent's side. So the Bellow is gonna be pretty good here. It's gonna be the immediate sniper shot, which, ow, it hurts me quite a good amount. And I could go for a sniper shot on the Crusader, but do I want to go for that, is the question. Do I want to sniper shot this little Crusader? Or do I want to flare and go for like a Reign of Sorrows or something? I think Reign of Sorrows might be a little smarter here. Mostly because I have Hemlock, and if I get lucky with the bleeds, I'm gonna be able to put a lot of pressure on that Jester. And with the Jester gone, there won't be a finale, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. So this revenge is gonna hurt, obviously, it's gonna be terrible for us. But, you know, what can you do about it? I'm gonna go for this, and yeah, that's a lot of bleed and a lot of blight on the Jester, so that is a very, very nice outcome for us. Though the Slapper, he's gonna put in some damage right now. He has minus 20, but he also has plus 35. I need protection if I want to be able to deal with him, but neither of my frontliners have protection. Why do neither of your frontliners have protection, Shep? Well, I just don't have the trinkets for it. I'm still running the same trinkets. I'm not modernizing the team. I'm gonna stay in the past as cluelessly as possible. So, what do I want to do? I could guard, but if I guard, I'm probably gonna get stunned. So that's not too fun. I could Retribution here as well. That's an idea, but then the Flagellant might be eating a lot. So I'm gonna go for a Harvest here, try to do some DOT. And yeah, we did neither of the bleeds, not on the Crusader, not on the Jester. Well, that's pretty bad, but well, what can you do about it? We do get the Blight, so it's kind of like the consolation prize for failing your bleeds, is that you do get the Blight, so I guess you can look at it that way. I really wanted to bleed on the Jester. That would probably force a heal out of the Arbalest. That would have been really good. Yeah, there's gonna be another Stunning Blow here. Maybe it fails this time, right? Yeah, no. Wishful thinking. I could go for a Flare here, or I could not, and I think my decision is gonna be... I'm screwed. I'm screwed. There's gonna be a finale. I'm gonna be down a character against Goliath, and I don't really have a lot being out, but I don't know how I messed up this matchup so bad back in the day. Basically, when you were playing matches, it was all haze. When you didn't really know what you were doing, you didn't really practice the teams too much. Like, I played the team probably like 3 times before the tournament. I just copied it straight out of a Mike Field video, or straight out of Goliath's stream. I can't remember which one, but you know, I just copied like 3 of the teams. I had my own, and then I copied all 3 of the other teams, just put them in there, and I was like, yeah, this looks good. And I played each of them like 3-4 times maybe against like people that were just as clueless as I was, and I was like, yeah, this looks awesome, let's go for it. And it was different times. Yeah, different times. It was fun. I could go for a heal here, but I have a feeling I might have to guard, or this finale inbound. You know what? I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I am gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna go Sniper Shot and Retribution, see if we get the death blow. I honestly think that if you want to modernize this team, you take away the finisher from the Flagellant and you give it to the Man-at-Arms. You also get rid of the Veteran's Gauntlet, because Veteran's Gauntlet isn't really doing too much for us. Unless it dazes the Jester. Come on. Oh, it dazed the Jester. It actually dazed the Jester. There's no finale. There's no dark stuff. Look at that. The daze coming in so clutch. As soon as I was bad-mouthing it, the daze actually worked. It was a 65% chance to daze, by the way. Against 5 stun res, it was a 65. Yeah, it's very, very unreliable. But when it works, oh, does it work. And also, our hit chance with Exsanguinate is probably not that bad, despite the 40 dodge, because we have finisher here, right? Oh, there's gonna be Hugh. Oh, it doesn't get the 20, but gets a really nice crit onto my Man-at-Arms. Yeah, that sucks for me. But do I want to go... I mean, I'm not in immediate danger. I can go for a 50-50 here with the Harvest. Come on! Yes, we actually get it! Wait, did we get it with a crit? No, we didn't. That's good. That's good, because now we can Exsanguinate the leper. Oh my god, how quickly the tide turns! The damn daze from the Man-at-Arms with our Retribution. You gotta be kidding me. That was clutch. That was so freaking clutch. I would be gone without that daze. Yeah, look at that. Just saving the match right there. Brutal, brutal stuff. Yeah, and now we have the character advantage, and we still have a Flagellant. You know, we don't have the Flagellant, but we have a Flagellant, so it's really good here. There's gonna be a Sniper Shot. I'm gonna redeem that, I think. I mean, I really want to Exsanguinate here. Yeah, I really want to Exsanguinate. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna guard. Yeah, screw this. I'm gonna guard this Jester, and there's nothing you can do about it. If you want to Holy Lance me, you're gonna Holy Lance into 40 prot and riposte. If you want to Holy Lance there, you're not achieving anything, and the Jester stays alive. Right now, I'm gonna go for a big Exsanguinate. Come on, it's gotta hurt. please get the bleed. Did we get the bleed? No! We failed the bleed! Oh, Flashbot, you're so disappointing. You're so goddamn disappointing. Well, the Arbalest doesn't disappoint though, she's still doing some decent damage. This Flashbot is a disappointment. Like, if we got the bleed there, it would be like, yes, but we didn't. We're doing 3 damage now instead of like 12. Actually more than 12, because he has revenge, right? Well, that sucks. This is gonna be a healing turn for sure. So we're gonna heal. We get a roll for 9, which is really good. It means that stun / zealous might not do enough damage, which is really nice. Yeah, stun is doing 7 to 10, so hopefully it doesn't roll for 9 and drop us back down to 0. That would be quite bad. But if it does roll for 9, we're gonna have extra stun resistance, but no, it doesn't. But we stay out of the start, which is what matters here. I am gonna go for a direct stab onto this Crusader. He's gonna drop down to 0 from that, after which the Arbalest will heal. But after the Arbalest heals, I will drop a Retribution. I will daze the Crusader, so he won't be able to make use of his heal for a while. And then by the start of next round, I can just drop a Finale if I want, and then I'll have a 2-character advantage with a Leopard that's at half HP. So it is awesome here. I'm gonna do it, and let's see. He does get dazed. Like, this team is epic. This team with the daze, like that moment where we just took the Jester and completely turned the tide of the match. Like, I don't think any other team could have turned the tide of the match like that easily. Because the Jester was going to go into position 2, right? He was perfectly fine. He was going to finale one of my characters. I was going to be totally screwed. There were... I was in a really bad spot there. I was in a terrible spot. With the Leopard still being alive, like with a character advantage, the Goliath comp would just kick ass. But the way it is right now, not so much. So yeah, Mr. D goes for a flare. It's the flare of surrender, because after the finale, it's just over. I still have a flashlight, I still have the Arbalest Steel, I still got the Jester alive with the finisher in the back, and that's gonna be a GG. So this is the Lich comp. I mean, there's no other way I can call it. I think the team's name was actually Hehe Bleed. I think that was the team's name, because I had to look up the video just to remember exactly what it was called. So I don't think I have any space to save it. No, sadly I don't, but I think the team's name was actually... Yeah, let me write that down. It was like this. He Bleed, or something like that. Maybe the second H looked smaller. Yeah, maybe like that. I think that was the team name, but you can definitely look up that best of 3. It was Cetra, back when my name was Cetra, so that's Settra, versus the Lich, best of 3 the Butcher Circus. It was an epic best of 3. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the matches, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.